This weekend, there was the NPP general election, the Congress, that took place, and various. It was almost like a tsunami of sorts that swept through the national executive, and a lot of people, should I say, expectedly for some, unexpectedly for others, lost their seat, their positions, and a whole new crop of people are now in charge. Simmons, I'm not sure your thoughts as you watched things unfold on Saturday. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Or did you have preconceived?
Did
you have your predictions? Well, like when you're going into, let's say, Premier League is starting, then people start predicting who's going to be top four. Did you have predictions as to who was going?
Yeah.
You did. And did they all come to pass? Or
Yeah.
Oh, really?
all of them?
Yeah. I mean, not. I wouldn't say all because I really wasn't interested in all the positions.
Okay.
Which ones were
The
you?
key ones,
Yeah.
National Organizer, General Secretary, Chairman, at least these three, I had my predictions.
100% correct.
Oh, 100%.
The writing was
What
on the wall.
was it that? Yes, exactly. That was the question I was going to ask.
100%.
How did you see the writing on the wall? What was it that told you?
First of all, I knew Intim was going to win. I mean,
Okay.
no two ways about that.
How so?
But he's failed so many times.
He's not failed.
Okay.
Does he look like a failed person? He's not
He-
failed.
he actually
I
doesn't
think
look
the
like a failed person.
circumstances on each occasion have not favored him.
Okay.
I don't think he failed. And people who have been into it will tell you that even this time around, Intim didn't do so much like he did in
the
previous
Okay.
times.
Okay.
So he earned it goodwill.
Okay.
He earned it because of the way he's conducted himself. Of course, he campaigned, and one unfortunate observation was Asamoah Boateng's loser statement even before the elections that Intim is buying votes and that he is paying TNT.
Yeah.
Tell this to the nursery people.
Yeah.
When you saw you were
Very-
losing,
very
you started
unfortunate.
accusing somebody of buying votes,
Very
and that as for you, you were giving TNT.
Yeah.
Really? I just saw that thing
Very
as someone, but
unfortunate.
don't mess yourself up.
Yeah.
But I knew that Intim was going to win. However, I didn't expect such a wide margin.
Yeah.
I
It
must
was
say.
quite a landslide.
Yeah. So for Intim, yes.
Okay.
And what people also say, which I disagree, is that Intim won and he belongs to the Alan faction. Of course, we all know that there's this imaginary or real fault line between the so-called Alan faction and then now the Bawumia faction. That Intim comes from he does not come from any Alan anything. Intim is his own man who has worked his way to the position. And there are so many things in evidence that I can talk about, but maybe for another time.
All
But
right.
I can say without a shadow of doubt that he is not there because of Alan Chematin. He's there because he has always wanted to be party chairman and he has fought for it and he has won it. I saw it coming clearly.
Clearly. Okay.
And you can see the results. There's such a huge
Yeah, there was a
margin.
landslide. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Wasn't
No
even
contest
close.
at all.
But one that was a close contest, the general secretary position,
Yeah.
that was a lot closer. The
Yeah.
two front runners, can we even still call him an incumbent now? I mean, not really, but John Boadu and the man called JFK, Justin Frimpong Kodia. And you say you predicted that JFK would win.
Yes, I did. I mean, no, I said, but you were there when
We heard you say it. Yeah.
I introduced him to, when he came here, I
Yeah.
introduced as the incoming general secretary.
Yeah.
And I added that, well, there could be surprises, but from where I sit, this is the guy going to
going
win.
to win.
And he won.
He sure did.
Yeah.
What was it for you that made you so sure?
Okay, I think across board, there's a running denominator, and it's about preparation and hard work.
Okay.
And these guys who have won all put in so much work. And Justin is one person who started earlier.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, he started earlier and, tried to, create supporters blocks in all the regions, in all the centers, political centers. So it's difficult to see him as an Alan person or a Baumia person. Very difficult to see, because I've spoken to people who just say, yeah, he's our man, which is Alan people. Yeah, and then I'm talking to a Baumia person. Oh yeah, Justin is our man. So look at you. You think he's our man.
Yeah,
So it means that the guy has done a good job.
Yeah.
He worked hard, and I think that the incumbent took him for granted at the beginning.
Really.
And only noticed later that this guy could pose serious threats. And it's, I mean, there's no news that Jubilee House was supporting John Boadu, and rightly so. I mean, if it would have been it would have been bad news if Jubilee House had not supported John Boadu. And I say this because in the most difficult moments of the party's life for the Nanado group, John Boadu was with them and fought with them. So it stands to reason that on an occasion like this, they stick with him. And again, that's not to say that they don't like JFK.
Okay.
That's not to say it's not either or. It's like, okay, JFK, we encourage you to do. It's a contest. But we owe it to this person
to stand with them.
to stand with him. So it's okay. That's politics. I mean, it's not consultancy. You didn't apply and to go to an interview to be elected, or but it's politics. So yes, we owe it to him because he's been there for us. Okay, but the signs were on the wall, and the issue of deception in politics is that don't believe what they say. Watch what they do. Because, for instance, look at the group of regional chairpersons.
Apparently, he had their endorsement.
Who, no, apparently, it was, they took a video of themselves. Who came out, led by the, Wuntumi, saying that they are endorsing John Boadu. Okay. I mean, I when I saw it first, I mean, I had a very long laughter.
Oh,
because I saw it and said, this piece could pass for a cantata on GTV.
Wow.
Joke of the century. I knew that they were lying.
Oh, how did you know?
That endorsement, you saw the Eastern Region chairman, you saw all these people, Eastern Region chairman, who just went through a bitter contest to win against the odds, will go and endorse John Boadu from his heart. No, it doesn't work that way. Where was the Central Regional Chairman? Who is John Boadu's friend? He refused to be part of it. Kutin refused to be part of it. So the 15 of them, and I am telling you that they didn't mean it. And the results have proven. Now, but for the last minute aggressive effort of the Jubilee House people, the margin would have been wider and more embarrassing. The margin would have been wider. So you see, it should serve as lessons for politicians. Today is NPP, tomorrow will be NDC. We have seen different cycles of these occurrences. Where those with bigger authority and power endorse people for the electorate. I mean, it's contradictory.
Move past that.
It's contradictory. Allow the electorate to make their choice and live with it. If you impose because you have power, they will expose you because they will have the power of the thumb. So go ahead and impose people. When it comes to voting, you won't be there in the box with them. And this is it. I was at the place there because we set up around 5:30 a.m. I was there with them and kept going in and out. And I could tell from the faces of people that people now became suspicious of one another because you didn't want to be found as is it 10 coats? Is that what 10
Yeah,
coats?
the 10 coats, yeah.
As a 10 coats. It's
Yeah.
like, Charlie, because we've all been told to go this way.
Right.
But okay, so I won't even say anything. If it's anything to go by, their entry into the place, see how the contestants were received by the crowd.
Yeah.
That should also
Yeah.
tell you something. So again, it's one election gone by, but the lessons are valuable. The lessons are valuable that you can do your propaganda and everything, but the people know the truth.
Let's look at the national organizer situation. How do you find how close, I think I can say like that, Titus Global was to Nana B?
Well, you know, I again, Titus, I think, joined this national organizer race a bit too late.
Okay.
You know, I think he initially wanted to go for another position and later decided to go for national organizer. I think he came in a bit too late. Having said that, my own reading is that he used his advantage as an ex-member of parliament to seek the endorsement and collaboration of his former colleagues in parliament in the regions. Because you will notice that he did very well in all the regions except Ashanti region. And Ashanti region is what gave Nana B the eventual win. So if Titus, for instance, had done a balancing act in Greater Accra, it would have been a different story. So it was a 50-50 for that one for me. But if Nana B won, so be it, because he also has experience. I would have wished that Titus won.
Why?
Because there's no GAN in the whole team. So, you know, so that you have a GAN person to give it some balance. So that's one of the reasons that I would have wished that Titus won instead of Nana B. Because you have in team from Bono, you have Secretary Ashanti, you have, you know, all
the vice chairpersons as well.
You know, so to just give a little blend and recover the non-GAN feeling in the NPP leadership, that's why I would have wished that Titus would have won and then you know bring. But again, but I have heard something that he says that maybe for that position the next person becomes a vice or something, and that he says that he won't work under Nana B. And I can understand why he wouldn't do that. He's senior to him, both in the party. He's been a member of parliament before, but that's politics. If you subject yourself to politics, all sorts of people can become your bosses. That's why we are sitting where we are sitting.
Papa, on that note, Summers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
very
joining us this
insightful,
Tuesday
very
morning.
insightful conversations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charlie. Your tie is nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
When I grow up, I'll buy some, man.
Oh, I can remove mine for you.
No, I want to buy.
No. Okay, but before you go, 10 seconds, tell people why they should tune into Hairdressers, which is coming up on City TV. Charlie, the new series, fresh.
Are you straight?
No, I'm crooked.
The Hairdressers is our own attempt at you know, depicting our lifestyles and habits in our society. And Charlie, the kind of concern that people do in Hairdressers, Jesus Christ. Charlie, people can create a whole movie in a story in a hairdressing salon. And that's what this particular drama promises, Hairdressers on City TV. And I've had people call me that, oh, won't it be on YouTube? I said, but I'm the owner of YouTube. The thing will be on free to air City TV, and you're asking me YouTube. It's and then we, as much as possible, tried to cast unknown faces or previously unknown faces.
Okay.
So except for my sister Jackie Ankara, the rest are fairly new.
Fairly.
Yeah.
Desiree is a bit known.
So that's how it's gone. And we have about 3 more in the pipeline.
Wow.
Hairdressers is there, the Blanksons there. The Blanksons, without your permission, you are in the Blanksons. we
Congratulations.
and we have Bottom Tree coming featuring
Bottom Tree.
Yeah, Bottom Tree coming featuring Jimmy Quist, the trotro driver.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
But if you have a trotro driver, we should have to have a meet. Can't I enter into Bottom Tree?
That's another story. You should look the part.
Okay.
Wow.
I can't for the life of me.
Imagine me as a
driver's mate.
Charlie,
I'll have to do some adjustments.
Because okay, try. So your trotro plies Kaneshi Odoko Dakuma. So how are you going to shout it?
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Enough said.
Well, on that note, we're going to say thank you very much to you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Breakfast Daily will continue shortly.